This is our poetry project for Brave New World. Sonnet, The World State Above. Written by regulations of the state, supporting the assembly lines all acts, destroying man's power to debate, all which had started by living contracts. Lives never bored, but unaware afford, the single true intent that they have had. All attempts to stray away are ignored. They must all follow all laws and abide. Only fed by eternal use of soma, maintaining their happiness with these pills, addiction fueled, giving constant happy aroma, getting rid of any feeling of thrills. Controlled by the strict government setting, yet it never seemed to be upsetting.
Villanelle, all thanks to Ford. May our lives never be bored. Our society is perfect with no ruckus. Thank goodness for our precious Ford. For the future that we move toward, eternal happiness which strokes us, may our lives never be bored. Every action will have a reward, as long as we cannot afford to lose focus. Thank goodness for our precious Ford. He is the one who we adored. Like a magic spell of hocus, may our lives never be bored. External thoughts will be ignored, for they will swarm us like locusts. Thank goodness for our precious Ford. Of course, we move on our own accord, no shackles of life to hold us. May our lives never be bored. Thank goodness for our precious Ford.
Lyric. Soma, my dependence. Soma, Soma, eternally happy. When my feelings go awry, the drugs becomes my best ally. You keep me from becoming snappy. You keep me from being scrappy. Could anything give me a more beautiful high? None else could get me to stretch my wings and fly. And without, I'm afraid of feeling sappy. But what were to come if it ran out? Could learning to embrace such be possible? I've seen what could happen, no doubt. Yet I believe to be considered impossible. There's only a single route, any other I believe to be implausible.
Ode, an ode to Soma. O Soma, your eternal happiness. With you I feel no pain, keeping me from angriness. O Soma, how you keep us tame, a simple pill so pure. You make life feel like a game. O Soma, you will always remain bright in the darkest part of night. You always give us this light. O Soma, without you, I would be weary. My strength would easily waver. Without you, life would be scary. So Soma, please don't ever leave. You are my favorite pill. You are my every need.
Limerick. There was a world with no emotion, a world with the loss of emotion, yet none with a cause to commotion. All humanity is lost, yet none to be exhaust, with utter government devotion.
Haiku. We are all the same. I can't think after a gram. Am I still human?
Blank verse, just their clothes. They look like any ordinary kid, the only difference being their clothes. Yet they were cast away from each other, just because of the type of clothes they wore. Because of the clothes they wore, they can tell. One is better than the other somehow. Then which clothes are better than others? All the groups will point at themselves when asked. They are separated, yet are the same. All of this was taught early since their birth, separated by the clothes that they wore.
Rhymed poetry. Drugs. I take these pills every morn, for the government tells me so. Pills that make my happiness reborn. Who am I to know? I feel the same every day. My emotions never change. The smile on my face never fades. My emotions have no range. Every day I am the same. Nothing will ever change. Every day I lack the pain, for the pills I will always take.
Free verse, the life of John. This man, he stood out from the rest, an anomaly. He did not follow the norm, sparking curiosity from those around him. Savage, he was called. Understood he was not. But he lived on his own accord, acting upon his own thoughts and emotions, unlike everyone else. He was the odd one out, but yet the only normal one it seemed, for his emotions were genuine, and only he was human.
Elegy, Mother. I dreamed that you would be okay. You were my mother and stayed with me. You kept me safe and happy. We weren't always on the same page, but you were my home. My love for you is something I will never regret, and losing you was the worst pain I've felt. Life would never be the same, but I am glad you were my mom, and I am glad we could have those times together. Take care, Linda.
Extended metaphor. Yourself. Individuality is a needle. In a society where everyone is the same, you are yourself, shiny like a needle in a haystack. It is a gem among rocks, whose rocks were previously gems, dulled down to look the same, making yourself look shiny amongst the rocks. It breaks the shackles holding you down, chains put on by society, to keep conformity as a standard, freedom from the majority.
Limerick, suppressed voice of mine. I want to free you all from this curse, to rid of this state into reverse. But I'm sorry, I can't. None listen to my chant. I will speak until I'm in a hearse.